Alright, great Biafrans, great people, welcome back to our channel. Here comes another video, another write-up that I will read carefully as I can do it. I will do it carefully so that you'll be able to follow up. This is a letter or write-up to the world leaders again for the last time. But listen to us, we are moving gradually. He said world bodies did nothing to stop them. They were bribing left and right with huge quantity of crude oil, gotten mostly from Biafra land. They sent billions of dollars worth of crude oil to world leaders in exchange for support and delivery of sophisticated weapons to kill our people. You claim the warplanes and other weapons of mass destruction sent to them are only meant to fight terrorists in the north. But you know the purpose is to be used to kill Biafrans. You make blood money. There is a God in heaven who judge people according to their deeds. During those periods, Mazi Ekpa never allowed Biafran security men to attack the military. The concentration was to chase the sponsored Fulani terrorist headsmen out of our forest. Then Methodist Church prelate of Nigeria, Uche, was kidnapped by Fulani headsmen in the year 2022, along with 2 occupants in his car. They were tortured for 3 days. 100 million naira ransom was paid before their release. Half of the money went to their elite sponsors, who include top Nigerian government officials from the far north. That Fulani impostor from another country ruling us never uttered a word about the kidnap and the atrocities of his kinsmen, the complicity of Nigerian rulers and their armed forces were exposed by the Fulani abductors. They said they are on a mission to kill our people and take over our land. Now we have been pushed to the wall. The only option is for our people to defend themselves against our annihilators. We need to congratulate IPOB, Kanu and others for their foresight in forming this Eastern Security Network early enough. God used them to do a yeoman's job. They checkmated the jihadist invaders. If not, by now, Biafra land would have become Fulani colony, with refugee camps and graveyards everywhere. We serve a living God who won't allow us to be wiped out from the surface of the earth by our vicious enemies. People should understand God is at work in the life of Ekpa and the others to achieve this great feat. Though the latter may not be fully aware of it, like Alexander the Great. A horse can be prepared for war, but safety is of the Lord. Withdraw your soldiers and other armed groups from our land. We no longer want to remain your slaves. Seeking to arrest or silence Ekpa won't stop the struggle. Since you abducted Nnamdi Kanu over 2 years ago, has it slowed down the Biafra struggle? It has escalated instead. Biafra is like a spirit that cannot be killed. Those ones you are seeking to apprehend didn't start Biafra agitation. Most of the agitators, including Kanu and Ekpa, were not yet born when Nigerian civil war began. This young generation of Biafrans are the children and nephews of those you fought in 1960s. They are highly determined to free themselves from your bondage and slavery. Let Biafra go, and you will have peace. We can coexist peacefully as neighboring nations. God will help Biafra to be freed. You see? He said amen, and I said amen. This is a very powerful write-up, the continuation of what I was actually reading before. This is the last warning, and this is history trying to repeat itself. Yes, allow Biafrans to go. You know, when God's hand is in it, God can use the few armies to destroy Nigerian armies and destroy whichever or whatever allied forces they would aim to have. I believe God so much. He is God that does not work with a majority. He is God that made the sun to stand still so that the enemies of Joshua will be destroyed completely. To the extent that God helped Joshua in the fight. Even as Joshua was killing with his hand and the armories, God was raining hailstone on those that were trying to escape. You can imagine that. That is to tell you that enemies of Biafra will be enemies of God, and continually God will rain hailstone on them. Remember, many of them have gone down, yet Nnamdi Kanu is still there. Many of them are now irrelevant, yet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still relevant. Yes, that is to say that God is at work and He has not finished with us. The fastest way to save these dying horses is to help us in the conduction of this referendum that we have started. It will not take much from UN if you truly want peace. But I tell you the truth, if you trail or tread the path of violence this time around, it will, even stray bullets will go miles and nations to kill those that are supposed to die. Because those that are supposed to say the truth and never say the truth will die by sword. Anywhere they are hiding, it will not matter. Helicopters and airplanes are there to crash them. Anywhere they are, natural disaster will come there to swallow them up. Because they will not live to no peace or to no progress when they refuse to stop the calamity that is about to befall Nigeria and African countries. I know. When it starts very small. But with time, it escalates and gets so big, uncontrollable, and that is what will happen if you refuse to sign out Biafrans. They have made up their minds that they want to separate themselves from what is not working for them. I don't think that is out of hand or that they are asking for too much. Do it now and save yourself the stress of massive immigration, massive crumbling down of your own economy, massive disgrace, massive stress, because this will be the final war of Armageddon. Hey, because Osulao, yes, all head can roll, and we will stop at nothing but to make sure that Biafra is restored, because Chukwukika Abiyama has said it. If we don't work towards the restoration of Biafra, that means we don't believe God, and God will have nothing to do with us. But hence, God said it and we believe Him. It is settled. Biafra will come. It does not matter how many people that will die before Biafra will come. But the fact remains that Biafra will come, because it has been said by Chukwukika Abiyama pụrụ ime ihe niile. And that is it, my dear people. I urge you to please help us to share, help us to like and to subscribe to this channel. God bless you all.